Welcome back to Paano Ba To, Robbie Domingo.
Hello, Ate V. I'm just amazed at this setup.
I know, right? Sila yan ang team ni na Riel and Corinne.
You have like 52 people behind the camera.
Grabe ka naman.
Oh my gosh. And it's
special
it's
lang tong special. Ayan, sige, okay lang. At home tayo dito sa 5th floor.
Ganyan.
Oo. Yan. Ganyan talaga.
Something serious tapos unserious.
Oo, hindi. Chikahan lang. For this particular episode, the April series of Paano Ba To is really about, I guess, encouraging people to have more critical thought. Yan. And this is something we're both passionate about, obviously. Kamusta ang NBI visit mo?
Very, very timely nga eh. It was fun actually.
Fun?
Yeah, at first.
That's not a word I would think that you'd use to describe visiting the NBI.
Yeah. Maybe before going there, I had so many feels, so many questions, so many emotions in my heart. Lalong-lalo na yung lalong-lalo na yung anger. Primarily because that prompted me to reply back to a certain troll, which I would tell later. But after that visit in their headquarters sa may Pasay City,
okay,
mas naliwanagan ako na, pwede rin ka palang lumaban. At may paraan ka para lumaban.
Sa bashers, you mean?
Sa mga bashers, sa mga trolls.
And a lot of people, I saw the comment section of your post, they said, baka ikaw lang yung pwede kasi ikaw si Robbie Domingo. Paano pag normal na tao?
No, anyone actually can go there, file a case. Ako, wala naman akong special meeting. I just ask kung nasaan. And then they gave me directions. If you would file, it would take a longer process. But if you would ask queries sa mga attorneys, they would happily assist you.
We get a lot of bashing tweets, right? So what made you put your foot down with this particular basher?
Kasi kadalasan, hindi mo papansinin yung mga ganun eh. Diba? Especially if wala naman masyadong threat, wala namang background na ang dami niyang following, ganyan. Siguro that time pagod din ako, tao rin ako. Napagod din ako.
Magic bunot siya.
Yeah. Bunot, at the same time, andun yung urge na may bumulong sa akin na sampulan mo. And it's not my key.
Yung inner voice.
May sampulan mo nga to. May ganun, may gumanon sa akin. Kuha yung pagod at yung inis ko.
Yeah.
And then, whenever I do reply to people, kasi hindi naman ako masyadong maganon eh. Unlike the Paano Ba To Queen,
grabe naman,
who is really active with
hindi din na masyado. Nakakapagod.
Nakakapagod, diba?
Nakakapagod mag-reply sa kanila. Oo.
I asked permission kay Mikey. Replyan ko lang to, sample lang ko lang please. And she said yes, surprisingly.
Okay. Bakit? Usually, she'd say, wag mo na yan pansinin.
Kasi dami mga aftermath, repercussions. Usually, pag pumapatol ako, may nangyayaring masama.
Okay.
Oo. Na trending ka, but not in a good way.
Okay.
At may ABS pa rin. Kitang-kita na naman, 5th floor. But anyway, that's for another topic.
Ibang episode yun.
Yes, I replied. I did my due diligence first na sino ba to? Tinignan ko muna. Kasi kung magre-reply ako, kailangan alam ko kung sino yung kakalabanin ko.
Tao siya or parang itlog? Parang like under...
Itlog siya. So all the more reasons na hindi ka dapat pumatol for me. Itlog, 0 followers, pero palaging nagko-comment. Parang ganun. And notorious commenter, ganyan. Sabi ko, I have to put my foot down. Itlog ka man o tao, or my profile, sorry. Itlog ka man o may mga, kung legit na account.
Yeah.
Sa likod ng keyboard na yon, tao ka pa rin.
Yes.
At kaya ko pa rin hanapin ikaw. Diba? Isa ka pa rin taong nag-effort na ilagay yung mga letters na yon, i-combine yon, mag-isip ng masamang thoughts na na ganun, at kaya mo mag-reply, mga, yung mga mag-comment ng ganong klase.
Yeah.
So, legitimate tao ka. Legitimate na may action ka. At legitimate na dapat may repercussions yan.
Tama. Nung nag-reply ka, technically napansin mo na siya. Binara ba niya yung post niya?
Not yet.
Nandyan pa rin.
Not yet. Kasi it took like some hours din eh. Kasi hindi ko naman siya pinansin eh. It became viral the next day na lahat na lang ng mga true fans, the fandom of, I have to say it, of Don Bell, messaged me, bakit mo kinalagad yung pangalan ni Bill dito sa away na to? Because it was a concern regarding Don Bell and Catherine. Okay?
Because for context, Donnie, Catherine, and you are all together in a show, PGT.
PGT, yeah. It's the love team culture na ayaw nilang ipahiram or ibigay si Donnie sa isang individual or to break the love team apart.
Which hindi naman talaga mangyayari kasi separate chairs naman silang apat na judges.
Mas concerning kung isa lang tsaka kandong lahat. Medyo doon ako kakabahan, di ba? At magkalayo sila, but that's technically hindi naman, it's not a love team serye, it's PGT. It's a reality competition, di ba? So it's a talent reality competition. So dami na baka ma-involve na naman, baka suyuin mo na naman, baka ano mo na naman,
asarin mo silang dalawa sa isa't isa.
In my head, it's not gonna happen. I give you my word. And then yun yung mga threats na binibigay nila. Yan, yun ang nangyari.
Grabe no, sa dami ng nag-negative comment, pag wala ka lang talaga sa mood, tapos nasagot mo. Actually, si Robbie often asks me, now more than ever may naisip kang gawin, sabihin, and then you'll say to me, ready na ba ako mabash?
Always.
Tawang-tawa ako, and that honestly concerns me because us, let's say 10 years ago, we would just post what we want to post kasi hindi naman tayo barumbado mag-post. I would like to think post responsibly, pinag-isipan, nag-think before we click most of the time.
Yeah.
So now that pareho tayo who I'd like to think are opinionated, are vocal, meron na tayong ganong concern ngayon that stops us from truly speaking our mind.
Yes. It came to a point at B na with all the bashing that happens or that happened before, natakot din akong magbigay ng opinion ko.
Super.
Kasi
legit.
You hold your phone. Maybe that's why it restricted me for the longest time na I want to say something pero parang di ko alam kung tama o hindi. Personal mong opinion yun eh. 'Di ba? So, yun. Baka may fear din para sa akin na pag nag-comment ako, oh no, people are gonna attack me because of these illegitimate accounts or even just because you spoke your mind.
Yeah.
So, yun. Mali eh.
Yeah. Super mali talaga. Kasi I think the big difference of, yun nga, let's say mga 10 years ago, napapasimula pa lang yung social media, ang mga pinapost lang natin, yung kinain natin, random thoughts within the day versus now is ngayon, parang talagang, as much as it's good to think before we click, iba din naman yung we feel like we can't speak up. Kasi now, anything we say, polarizing ka agad. When in fact, sa totoong buhay, nuance exists.
Yeah.
Meaning, pwedeng ito yung pinaniniwalaan mo, but it doesn't necessarily mean na ayaw mo kaagad yung kabilang side or mali na yon. It's just that iba tayo. And parang now, ang
that's
naging...
okay.
Yes, exactly. Kasi dapat iba-iba tayo ng pinaniniwalaan. And now, it has become, wala. Kung hindi mo ako kakampi, wala ka na, X ka na.
Yeah.
Which is so bad.
Tsaka nakakatakot din yung i-filter mo kung ano yung pumapasok lang sa'yo. Like, I can remember what happened during the elections. The last
2022.
elections, 2022 elections. For us, parang ang lakas ng kandidata natin. Diba? Parang everyone's rallying for Ma'am Lenny. Okay. And then, biglang social media, when you look at different types of social media like Facebook, iba yung sinasabi dito. Pero sa Twitter, sa X, parang okay tayo Okay. And then the elections happened. What happened? Diba?
Yung shock.
Oo, na nasa echo chamber lang ba tayo? Minsan nakakatakot din na yung for you. Diba?
Yes, super
Kasi
nakakatakot.
it's just really for you. Paano naman yung for everyone dapat?
Yes.
Diba? So, I think we should be really open to analyze and to really listen to everyone's opinions. Because everyone does matter.
Yeah. Ito yung pinag-uusapan lagi ni Maria Ressa na the danger of an algorithm. So, ang algorithm is kung binuksan mo ang Instagram ni Robbie at Instagram ko, ibang-iba yung makita nyo dahil the algorithm will feed us more of what we like to see. Kung dati, for example, ganito, leading up into the elections, lahat tayo, ang source of information natin ay manonood tayo ng TV Patrol. Magbabasa tayo ng Philippine Star, Inquirer, whatever. Magbabasa tayo ng news online. Lahat tayo, iba-iba man tayo ng pambato, let's say, na kandidato. Ito dito sa red, ito sa green, ito sa yellow. We're all looking at the same facts, truth. Pero dahil sa algorithm na the more tayo tumingin ng mga Lenny campaign, the more, kunyari, itong camp na to tumingin lang ng BBM campaign, yun at yun lang yung realidad nila. At ito lang din ang realidad natin. Which is so scary kasi kailangan aware din tayo dun sa isa. Like you said, echo chamber, super nakakatakot kasi it will make us feel like, hindi, kami lang ang tama, sila ang mali. Which I honestly feel, now looking back, mali. I also should have opened my mind a bit more to what other people were saying from all the other camps.
Maybe. We got lots of learnings from what happened and also what's happening so that we can prepare more for what's gonna happen in the future.
Ay, ang hirap. Kasi nga the algorithms exist and syempre now, parang ang hirap pang babasa pa ba ako iintayin ko pa ba yung news at 6:30? Pwede ko naman basahin lang yung nasa phone ko ngayon. So it's such a tricky thing. Kasi it's so much easier nga to just rely on kung ano yung nasa phone mo pag ready ka na mag-check, pag feel mo na mag-check.
And not to mention yung deepfakes.
Isa pa yun.
Sobrang AI na and na pwedeng gamitin sa mga credible people like mga politicians, newscasters. And gagamitin lang. One photo, one video, and then iba na yung sasabihin.
Yeah.
And then people would actually believe it.
Hirap, no?
Oo. So for me, ang takeaway ko from all of the things that happened is awareness. It's one thing to be aware. Okay, like going back to that NBI incident, diba? I'm aware that there's NBI, but there should be execution. Na pwede ko lang, nagtanong ako, pwede ba ako pumunta ng NBI? Okay, sige. Natatakot ako pumunta ng NBI, but you just have to go. And then, when you have that plan of action already, just let them know na ito yung nangyari so that people can be aware too. And I had this conversation yesterday with Donato, with Donnie. After taping for PGT, we just had a small chit-chat. Sabi niya, Kuya Robs, after you posted, bumaba yung bashers ko. Bumaba yung bashers ko in such a way na kasi they know that there's that certain taping for Pilipinas Got Talent. Magkikita sila, Katrina and Donnie. Hindi na sila nangungulit masyado. Maybe, it's not directly associated to what happened, pero baka alam nila na pwedeng may gawin tayo na legal within our parameters. Doon sa sumosobra na.
Minsan kailangan talaga ng wake-up call. Like, I remember yung isa ngang nasagot ko. Hindi na ako masyado sumasagot ng bashers. Pero you're right na pag mali lang yung gising mo tapos na-tsempohan ka patay, ito yung re-replyan ko. So, ito yung post na minura-mura yung PBB after the last season. And I just replied saying, hindi dahil hindi ka agree sa kung paano nakwento yung kwento ng idol mo, pwede mo na kaming murahin. So in that case, siya, dinelete niya. Tapos, sorry naman siya ng sorry na ang dami niyang mura. Yung post niya kasi 3 yung mura, not 1, not 2. 3 mura na malutong talaga yung mura. And it would make me think, grabe no, kung hindi ka pa mapansin, hindi mo yun ire-regret na nagmura ka on a public platform to a legitimate entity, to a legitimate person.
Tsaka para sa kanila, madaling mag-sorry. Diba? Parang, sorry. Tweet ka lang. Sorry, nagawa ko yan. Hindi
sorry,
na
nadala lang ng damdamin. Ganon.
Oo. Na dapat iniisip mo, kung kaya mong sabihan sa muka ng tao, huwag mo na lang gawin. Kasi masakit talaga. Diba? At also, kung gagawin mo yan, panagutan mo. Diba? Kung manunumbat ka, panagutan mo. Kung ano yung pwedeng ibalik sa'yo nung sinabihan mo.
And I go to those bashing tweets because nga, especially now that another election is coming up, it's so easy for two people na magkaiba ng sinusuportahan to just go at it and spew hate at each other. Mumurahin mo, ang tanga-tanga mo, bakit mo yun iboboto? Bobo ka, ganyan. And kailangan mo lang isipin kasi may rason naman kung bakit iboboto ng taong ito, whether kaibigan mo, ka-school mo, katrabaho mo, naiinis ka, nakikita mo yung Facebook post niya. There's still a reason, a valid human reason why this person is voting for whoever, na kahit ayaw mo yung taong yon, legit yung rason niya. So instead of spewing hate, it's more like, ito yung I wish that I did more in 2022. Yung parang, ano yung nakikita mo? Bakit siya yung gusto mong iboto? And I read some communication expert article recently that said, sometimes kapag pina-articulate mo dun sa tao, yung rason niya, kunyari, describe niya, boboto ko siya kasi ganto, ganyan, ganto, ganyan. Minsan pag naririnig niya yung sarili niya na, yun yung rason ko, siya din marirealize niya na, gusto ko ba talaga iboto to? Or parang, feeling ko lang, malakas siya kaya siya iboboto.
Yun, may ganun din. May bandwagon feeling na, siya kasi yung palagi nakita. And it can also be part of that algorithm.
Yes, for sure.
It's seeded algorithm na ito yung dapat lumabas.
Feeling mo malakas kasi yun lang nakikita mo sa feed mo. Oo.
Pero ano bang gagawin niya? Diba? Lalong-lalo na ngayong election. It's every election is crucial. But for me, mas grabe yung stakes ng last one. Lalong-lalo na yung mga susunod na elections.
Yes.
Kasi ito yung magdedictate na ng, ano ba tayo? The boat is sinking na bang Pilipinas? Oo. Ano ba mangyayari? Ano mangyayari? So, it's like, in simplified terms, ang naisip ko na lang ay, kung mag-add to cart ka, diba? Bago mo bilhin yung item, tignan mo muna lahat ng mga description. Kasi kung reviews, kung ilang stars niya, yung mga videos, kung paano nila binuksan yung produkto, di ba? You need all of those things. Kasi hindi mo naman alam kung ano darating sa'yo eh. Kadalasan, kapag hindi mo ni-review yan, at in-add to cart mo, chinek out mo, ang balik sa'yo, budol ka.
Yan.
So, gusto mo bang mabudol pa ulit?
Yan ang mga tagline. Yan na yung tagline. Gusto mo bang mabudol ulit?
Or the best question is, nasan si Fiam? Yung pa rin ang tanong ng lahat.
I mean, even though it's a midterm election and technically hindi siya yung todo-todo national na boboto tayo ng presidente, ano pa rin it's so important. Lalo na lagi pinag-uusapan yung Magic 12, the top 12, diba? I always say this na not just because I'm personally a believer in Senator Risa Ontiveros na ano siya,
Same.
sitting senator. So hindi niya kailangan tumakbo, senator pa rin siya. Parang kailangan natin ng mas maraming opposition. Not because opposition ang mas bet ko, but only because para balanse, parang hindi naman pwede lahat sila from the same basket. Kumbaga, kasi hindi din yun healthy democracy, and kung mas tumingin pa tayo outside our algorithm, ang dami sobrang tumatakbo na even those backed by yung mga people's movement,
Yeah.
diba? Ganyan. Ang dami pang worth looking at na kandidato.
Ang favorite song nga daw ng government ngayon ay, ang favorite artist nila si Maki.
Ano yung haling kanta?
Namumula. Diba?
Diretso.
Medyo mulang-mula talaga sila. But
Malakas
ako,
kasi talaga. Gets ko naman
Yeah.
yung name recall, matagal nang nandun, may napatunayan na. Gets ko naman din yun, pero parang give chance to others din.
yes. Dapat patas. Oo. There's one quote na nakita ko recently coming from a reporter. He's not from ABS. He's from GMA actually. His name is Joseph Morong.
Okay.
I've never met the guy. I always see him on TV. And ang galing niya. Recently, he made a statement lang na kung hirap ka na sa pagiging mahirap, dapat isipin mo kung sino nga ba yung binoto mo nung huling eleksyon. Diba? It makes sense. Kung, diba? Kung tama ba yung binoto mo, tapos mahirap ka pa rin, bakit nandiyan ka pa rin? So maybe you should think twice, not thrice. Not just thrice, but think sino nga ba yung pwedeng magpaangat sa'yo.
Yeah.
Kasi ngayon, ang biggest card na pwedeng ibigay ng mga politiko ay, andito ko para tulungan ka. Mahirap ka pa rin, di ba? At yun yung, I just forgot kung sino eh. Yun yung pinapakain sa'yo, yung poverty.
Grabe na.
Lalo na sa utak mo na, sige, mas okay na bigyan kita ng 10,000 pesos kesa magkaroon ka ng diploma. Para pagdating ng eleksyon, nandito pa rin ako para bigyan ka ng 10,000.
Hirap.
Hindi ka naaangat.
Ang hirap, no? Cycle talaga siya na feeling ng napakaraming Pilipino. Actually, including us, na we need saving.
Yes.
When in fact, lahat tayo, we have the power to save ourselves with our collective
Voice.
correct voice and
Yes.
votes.
But at the same time, Matty B, I just have to also think about kung ano yung nangyayari dun sa kabilang spectrum, no? Sila rin, maybe they are also victims eh. Na, syempre, ito lang yung resources namin, ito lang yung alam namin. And, bakit ko iisipin yung diploma kung wala akong makakain ngayon?
Tama. Exactly.
So, it's really a cycle, maybe. Ang daming problemang iniisip. Aalis na nga ako eh. Okay na ako kanina eh. Pero it's really a problem. It's really a concerning problem.
Yeah.
Na dapat lahat tayo ay involved at dapat lahat tayo hindi mapagod.
Yeah.
Kasi kung last time, involved tayo doon sa campaign at nung natalo yung pambato natin, bumitaw ka, hindi ka tunay na Pilipino. Kailangan ipaglaban natin kung ano yung tama. Kahit sinong mukha pa yan. Just have to be headstrong, have that faith. You have to have those qualities na nakita natin. Yung pinaka-importante sa akin, yung integridad bilang tao. So, laban.
Yeah. And I guess with that, may all our votes reflect who we are and what we want to see more of sa bansa natin. Thank you, Robbie D.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat. God bless the Philippines.
Yeah. Ang daming beses ko na inisip na, especially yung huling Ate B, no? Wala na. Hindi na tatakbo ulit si Lenny. So isipin ko na natalo na eh. Alis na lang kaya ako ng bansa.
Naisip mo yan?
Naisip ko rin yun.
Really?
Yeah. Kasi para siyang laro, di ba? Na the boat is sinking. Kasama ba ako sa lumulubog na Pilipinas? Tapos naisip ko, parang kung lulubog siya, di kailangan kasama ako dun. Kasi Pilipino ko eh. Pero hayaan bang lumubog?
Exactly. Hindi pwede.
Hindi pwede.
Laban lang.
Si Fiang.
Paano Ba To is created and hosted by me, Bianca Gonzalez, with podcast producer Anika Neri and edited by Paolo Halili. To be part of our community of supers, please do follow this podcast here on Spotify or click the subscribe button on YouTube, and you can follow Paano Ba To on Instagram, ask Paano Ba To on TikTok, and join our private Facebook group, the Paano Ba To Super Group. Till our next episode, stay super, supers!